So much wrong information is going out about HEDERA HBAR. It's too centralized. All the partnerships are not real. I am going to tell you in this video why I believe HEDERA HBAR is one of the best values there is right now in crypto. That I believe it is something that we are not waiting on retail, we are waiting on the world for HBAR, guys. This video, we're going to review a couple big things that they've been doing lately and dive into the chart, guys. It's going to be a great video. We're going to get into everything HBAR and more. I love you all. This is never financial advice. Coming over here to HBAR's website, they've updated this since the last time I reviewed it. I really like it, the trust layer of the digital economy. And you can see they took out a little bit about real world assets that they were focused on up top. But here you can see a lot of their partnerships. But I do want to come over to what I mean by we're not waiting on retail, you're waiting on the world. Because you can see, yes, a part of its end users is individuals, but where the big money is coming from is enterprises, governments, and devices, guys. This is huge. So when you're looking at everything they can do, content authenticity, audit log, DeFi, decentralized identity, which I think is huge, permissioned blockchain, NFTs, payments, CBDC. That's something a lot of people are against, a central bank digital currency. But I believe that they are going to come in many parts of the world. And if HEDERA is able to be an issuer of those or in some way be a part of it with the security front, guys, that is what I'm talking about. Waiting for governments to come, not waiting on individual retail. And I want to dive into this chart, all-time high 15.5 billion, currently sitting at about 10 billion. Currently, I want to dive into that, but I want to go over a recent partnership. Okay, this is just a few days ago. HBAR surges 49% as Lloyd Bank Aberdeen used HEDERA for 10 billion asset settlement. This is an article over on Coin Market Cap. You can see that's a really huge thing right here. Lloyd's Banks and Abraham Investment completed tokenized asset settlements. Even though they removed it off the front website, I still believe they're going to be heavily into real world assets. This shows technical analysis, shows HBAR falling out of a wedge with a 70-cent price target that I do want to get into in a minute whenever we move over there to the chart. Coming over here to X, as you can see, golden check mark, 445,000 followers. I really recommend giving them a follow because they post a lot of really good stuff. But right here, this is something else leading towards real world assets that I believe is going to be the best value proposition in all of cryptocurrency within the next 10 years. You can see they're pleased for Owl Finance, the first on-chain real world asset credit marketplace for supply chain finance, led directly and launched onto HEDERA. So I think that's a really big thing. And whenever we come over here and take a look at the overall crypto market cap, you can see sitting at a $3.2 trillion market cap. Fear and greed 68. Altcoin season starting to creep up, guys. Look at that altcoin season. Let's go. But I want to look at this because we broke it down before in terms of overall crypto market cap. And you know that I believe we're going to hit somewhere in the 8 to 12 trillion. A lot of other people have that same type of opinion. And so if we reach a $10 trillion overall market cap, that's approximately a 3x in multiple from where we are today. So is that how we have to judge all the cryptos, or could we look at something that is HEDERA and think that, hey, this is 15th right now in overall market cap, currently sitting at $10 billion. This could get into the top 10 potentially. Is that the best way to think, guys? And like I say, none of this is ever financial advice, but if we're going to start seeing money flow out of Bitcoin into some of these altcoins and also see an additional $3 or $4 trillion come into altcoins, guys, that could be absolutely crazy multiples if that money flows into altcoins like it's looking like right now. Because we come up here, take a look, BTC up 7%, Ethereum 21, XRP 27, guys. This is huge. This is some really huge timing. So coming over here and taking a look at the chart, guys, that was absolutely beautiful a couple days ago. If you just kind of look at this, draw this down on a macro type of perspective, very beautiful to come break out of that and everything. What kind of run has that been just over the last few days? Was a 60 5% run. How big is that, guys? Look at that. This is a coin that was about $5 billion and over doubled in just a small matter of time. That tells you the type of partnerships, the type of big players that I believe are with HEDERA HBAR. They've got everyone. Look at this. Dell Technologies, Google, LG, Sane. This is huge. Mondelez is a chocolate company. But there's a lot of reason why there's going to be international interest with HBAR, from real world assets to CBDCs to any kind of payment. I'm really interested to see what they have with this decentralized identity and what exactly that means. But looking at the chart, guys, I believe this thing is primed. If we just take a look to the next all-time high would be about 50% from here. But if this got to where the overall market cap is, let's say for Cardano, okay? If you take a look at Cardano right now, it's about 2 times the size, because if we come over here, take a look at HBAR, you could see that it's 10 billion, the other one's 27 billion. So even for this to get up to 27 billion, that's a big multiple, right? So if we come over here, adjust this, go from there, go to 27, that's about a 1.6, 1.7x on the money. But if HEDERA was to take Cardano's spot and then do another 3 or 4x, so we're assuming that it would outpace these altcoins, get up to Cardano, and get the multiples that we could potentially see if we are expecting a 3x in price. So that could take HBAR all the way up to a $60 to $100 billion market cap, which would currently make it the third largest altcoin behind Ethereum and XRP. So these are just some of the things that I believe could come. There's a lot of real world asset plays that I believe have been undervalued for way too long. But now that we're getting institutional grade adoption for Bitcoin, now that we're having countries, actual states be involved in cryptocurrency and interested in it, I believe that's where the next phase of the world is going to go. Everything is going to be on chain. Real world assets are going to be tokenized, and I believe HEDERA's got the shot to lead it all. But guys, I want to know, what is your price prediction for HBAR at the end of this cycle? Watch this video up above, and if you're not a part of the Freeman of Finance family, what are we doing? Subscribe. I love you all.